Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Lighten Up Show, coming at you from the beautiful Cayman Islands. Please put your hands together for the one and only Miss Catherine Tyson.
How's everybody doing? All right. Well, my name is Catherine Tyson, and I'm somebody's mama. I wrote a book about being somebody's mama and called it Somebody's Mama, because I'm creative like that, right? I'm a bleeding heart, a die-hard do-gooder who thinks I can save the world. I like men. And, you know, I'm not a feminist, but I do believe in women's empowerment, and I hate people telling me what I need. Don't you hate that? Don't you hate when people tell you what you need? Women tell you things like, you need to find a good man, or you need some kids, or something like that. You need to move, you need to get a better job. They're always telling you something that you need. And men love when they tell you what you need. Like my guy, he tells me that I need to take care of my man, you know, or I need to listen to him. And the whole time I'm thinking, you need to listen to me, because I know what's going on, right? And he just won't. And seriously, speaking of needs, I tell him, I have a few too. Like, you need to call when you say you're going to call. Yeah, let's do that, right? And I need you to stop talking so I can get some sleep. Because I need sleep, and what I really need is to get my hands on that remote control every now and then so I can watch something other than 1,000 Ways to Die. That's what I really need. Now, you know, those are needs that we have. And I need a good bra, you know? Need, like, support? Come on. Ladies, yeah? I need a good bra. We seriously need these things. These are what we need in life. And, you know, I'm from the beautiful Cayman Islands where just a few know of us, but those who know us love us, right? That's right. How do you know if you're Caymanian? You say still after every sentence. Like, I'm from Cayman, still. Yeah, still. We got a great show for you folks. Still, okay? We have the incomparable Lillian Ogbogo from the UK she's talking about unleashing the inner goddess within us. And we got Gary Ebanks and In Transit doing their thing right here on the Lighten Up Show. When we get back, we'll be chatting at the chat center with my friends, so don't go away. We'll be right back. Yeah. To lighten up, I'm sitting here at my chat center, and I got some good folks sitting next to me. I want you to welcome Mr. Leroy Holness. That's right, I got Miss Mia Kennedy, the lady with the famous name. And right next to her, we got straight from the Philippines, Miss Rachel Chipola. How you guys doing? All right?
Good.
Good. I was talking about people telling you what you need to do. I hate that. Don't you just hate when people tell you what you need to do? Well, only men. We need to tell y'all what to do. We do need to do that.
I don't even telling me what I want or what I need. I know what I want, what I need. I just can't afford them.
But you know what? Like your mother would tell you stuff that you
to
need.
do.
Yeah, then that's okay. I mean, when you're younger, but then all of a sudden you get older and people.
Yeah, all these women telling us guys what to do. I mean, come on.
That's because women don't know what to do. Without us telling you what to do, where would you be?
We are the inventor. We know what we're doing. If it was for women alone, we wouldn't have most of the stuff we have today.
If it wasn't the women, men couldn't invent their way out of the bathroom.
Right. Okay. So what you just said now, because without a woman, men wouldn't have half of what they have. So that means that we're pretty good, right? So you should be listening to us.
All right.
What you think? Yeah,
Thank God for women. Thank you, God, for women.
There you go.
The thing is, I'm bald. And yet still some woman is telling me, hey, Leroy, you need to have a shave. You're gray right here. I know I need to have a shave. Don't tell me what to do.
So she's trying to basically get you straight, you know? Because now speaking of shave, right? You all need to get yourself together, really. I mean, all of us. We want to make sure that we're looking good. I went to the barber shop because I have sons, right? So I used to take my sons to the barber shop. And I always remembered how beautiful like these men look when they're leaving. And I always tell women, you need to see them before they go in there. Wow, now that's an experience. You know, because they're all cleaned up at the end. But man, if you saw them going in, wow. So I think it's really good that women get men in shape and they, you know, you guys are looking good for us. And
What about
all that stuff.
cooking?
Yeah.
What about cooking?
You need
What
to know how to
about
cook.
Cooking? No, no.
And you need to have my food ready when I get home.
Men is the best cook.
That's a good one.
Men is the best cook.
But of course, and I
Yes.
have no
That's
problem
right.
with that, which
Men-
is why men should be cooking and women shouldn't have to do it.
Yeah, but we still have to tell you how to do it.
No, you should just do it and don't bother to tell me.
Well,
Works
I
for
cook.
me.
Yeah,
I
it does.
cook. But you know what I don't like? I have my blue pants and this orange shirt. I bought it, it's my money.
Right.
I go out on the street and some woman, hey Leroy, what's that? Orange shirt and blue pants. Go back home and go change, man.
You need to learn how to match what she's telling you.
You dress
You look
up
like a
is
neon
little
light
whack.
then.
Women telling men what to do.
What I need my husband to tell me is, darling, here's the deed to the house and lot. It's fully paid for, no need to worry. That's what I
No
need.
need.
Well, one thing I must say with women, they are good advisors.
We are that.
Very good advisors.
Because we love to talk.
Business. Oh,
Because
you guys are-
we know what's going on. That's why.
Yeah.
I mean, we do.
Thanks for that.
And we're very insightful. So that's why, you know, I said it once, I'll say it a million times. If men listen to women, the
That's
world would be a
true.
better place.
I would be better now if I listened to my wife.
You need to listen to your wife because she's keeping you on track, for real.
Yeah, but-
It's funny, right? I was thinking that, you know, people telling you the things that you need is really like maybe a Caribbean thing, but you also was telling me that in the Philippines, people tell you what you need as well.
Yeah, they tell me like, oh, your hair needs to be something like this because your face is so round.
Okay, yeah, so, but it's kind of a universal thing then. It's not just in the Caribbean. Everybody kind of, like I had 2 boys and people were telling me that I needed a girl. Like, you know, like I had her because I listened. So when they told me I needed a second girl, I stopped listening at that point. I have enough, that's okay. I want to thank you all so much for joining me at my chat center. We have Gary Ebanks and In Transit coming up. You don't want to miss that. We'll be back with more. Lighten up. Yeah. Lighten up. Stay tuned. And welcome back to the Lighten Up Show. Tonight we have a wonderful guest, actually the first guest of the Lighten Up Show, and I wanted it to be a special, special person. So please help me welcome Miss Lillian Ogbogo from the UK. Thank you so much for joining me on the Lighten Up Show. I really, really wanted to have, my first guest be just an exciting person and actually a woman who really believed in the beauty and the strength of women. So I want to talk to you a little bit about the stuff that you do over in the UK,
Okay.
and you so graciously come to the Cayman Islands to talk to us about it. Your goddess theories. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Well, I love the goddess theories, and when I talk about it, a lot of women goes, "Excuse me?" I'm like, I remind women that there's a living, breathing goddess inside all of them. And it's about, people think, okay, when they say goddess theories and goddess and women, they think it's some kind of feminist movement. And I'm like, no, it's actually returning to the feminine movement. So it's getting back in touch with what we originally are and getting back in touch with what we were created to be, the softness, the gentleness, but still being able to succeed in the workplace, still being able to keep and get that man at home.
Right,
Still
right.
being able to be that good friend, that daughter, that sister. But it's also being about being in love with yourself.
Right.
So that's what the goddess is.
And that's really important, I think, for me, because I always want men to know that we're not trying to bash them. We're not trying to be men. We're not trying to outdo men. We just want to complement one another. So it's really really important that talking to you about the goddesses inside. It's basically you thinking of yourself in this wonderful way and actually living that life and expecting to be treated well.
Oh yeah, it's when you are in that state of flow and you know what being a woman is and you know what being feminine is about, you have to give other people the permission to treat you in that fashion.
Right.
And if you're walking around acting like a man with boobs, trust me, a man is going to treat you like a man.
Right.
But if you're walking around knowing that your female center is intact and you know who you are, men will treat you like women.
So we should understand that having a man does not necessarily mean that he has to fill all of these needs of ours, but we actually have other facets of our lives. So we have girlfriends,
Yes.
we have mothers and sisters, and we have a job, we have all these things that we can vent or we can get our needs met. So that when we go home, we're not kind of almost like
Gagging.
inhaling him somehow. Yeah.
No, men, you see, the whole thing is, I see some women and they have relationships and they want their partner to be their best friend. Now, that is a recipe for ugly. It's just not going to work.
Okay. All right.
Because he's a man. He doesn't care what pair of shoes you saw, why you saw. The only reason why he's going to care is if you're going to wear those pair of shoes with that particular outfit for that particular moment.
Right.
Aside from that, he doesn't care.
Oh, just the shoes with nothing else.
That will work too.
That's pretty much what he cares about. Yeah, but it's really good, I think, for us to understand how we function just being in relationships, and being in a relationship with yourself is where it starts.
Yeah. A lot of women are saying, well, I can't find someone to love me, and they run around and they go around in circles looking for this great love of their life. And I'm like, do you love you first? Because trust me, nobody's going to love you if you don't love yourself. And you can't love somebody else. You can't give what you don't have.
Right.
You can't love somebody when you don't know what love is.
Right.
And really, our lives is to be reflections. So you're supposed to reflect the greatness in that man. He's supposed to reflect the greatness in you. But when you find that you don't see your own greatness, he can't reflect it. And then you put all this stuff on him and you get all mad. You don't treat me like I'm supposed to be treated.
Right.
He's just reflecting what he sees in you.
Right. And that's also a great point, because you'll find that in relationships, a man will be divorced from one woman and he ends up with another woman, and all of a sudden he's doing different things. I think that's really interesting, because then the other woman is saying, oh, if you did those things, we'd still be together. But the difference is the woman is different. The expectations are different. So the man is doing different things, but it's not because he didn't like them or he liked them. It's that other woman is now saying, these are the things that I like, and these are the things that I kind of expect. So it's almost like you have to set the stage for how people treat you.
Definitely. And a lot of women, they have this idea of a relationship, and really they don't know what relationship they want. They have their mother's relationship, they have their sister's relationship, they have their girlfriend's relationship, and they bring all that baggage and they think this is what my relationship should look like. And then when you ask them, what do you want out of it? Well, I want to be happy. And
what does it mean?
Exactly. Oh, what do you value? So you have to understand what you value from your relationship, then get that in perspective to the person you're dating. Now, most people say, well, my man doesn't do this for me. Did you tell him?
Right.
This is my favorite line. Well, if he loved me, he will know. I'm like, are you dating Psychic Jim?
Yeah.
Mystic Bob?
Exactly. So tell them what you need.
Exactly.
Absolutely. And communicate, and that's really the key. Thank you so much, Lillian, for just coming out here, and I hope you're enjoying your stay.
I love the Cayman.
Yeah, the Cayman loves you. Thank you so much. Lillian Agbogo, check her out. She's the master of goddesses. Thank you so much for coming out.
I'm the mistress of goddesses.
The mistress of goddesses. Lillian, we'll be right back with more Lighten Up. Tuning into the Lighten Up Show, folks. You are in for a ride filled with lots of music, fun, great guests, and a blast of a good time. I want to see you every week right here with me and the Lighten Up crew. Yeah, that's right. I want to thank Mary Lou Bodden for doing me up so pretty. Got to get down to Day Blue Salon. She is the bomb. Got to get there. We got a great chat center. Give them some love, yeah? That's right. And you can always email us at thelightupshow@yahoo.com. That's where you can find us. I want to thank Gary Ebanks in Transit with their fabulous sound. And the sister goddess herself, Miss Lillian Agbogo, for coming all this way to be on the Lighten Up Show. I have to go now because I need to spend some time with my guy, because I'm trying to keep a man this time. Yeah. Lighten up, folks. We'll see you next week. I think I hear my exit music. All right. Is your friends come and join me?